Hello, YouTube audience. Bonsai Whisperer here. Today is September 1st, 2019, and I would like to create my first bonsai. So there are a lot of very good bonsai channels on the internet, and a lot of very experienced bonsai artists teaching their techniques on how to make bonsais, and I'm fascinated by those videos and basically watch a lot of them non-stop, and finally I decided to create my own. So the idea of this channel, what I want to do, is not to teach people how to do bonsai, because I'm a novice myself. I do not know what I'm doing. What I want to do is to focus on the bonsai and follow the bonsais over the year and see how it gets started, and hopefully maybe in 30-40 years you still follow the development of the bonsais and see where it comes from, how it developed over the years. So I want to focus entirely on the bonsai. So let's get started. So this is a juniper, and I bought this. It's basically a shrub, and I bought this from Fred Meyer, and it cost me less than $6. And you basically can see, at least in the Pacific Northwest, these kind of shrub got planted all over, basically on the side of the road. So it's very common. I like this particular tree. On the tag came with the tree, they call this Juniperus chinesis, which indicate this tree may come from China, originally cultivated by Chinese and get introduced to the Western world. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is to take this tree out of its original pot. Let's see. Okay. So you can see a very rigorous root system, so it's a very healthy tree. So the first thing I want to do is to tease out some of these roots so that I can see where the base of the tree is. Can use some tools. So here is a root rake. Because there are so many roots, I don't think teasing some of the roots out would harm the tree at all. So I'm just going to keep teasing and see where the root base are. So looks like here is where the root started. Here is the root started. Looks like one side of it started higher and the other side here started later, like deeper in the soil. Which is fine because this is not, this is just a raw material. Okay, so now what I want to decide is where is the front of this tree. Before that, I probably need to get rid of a lot of these foliage. So here is a bonsai branch cutter. I'm just going to go in and cut out a lot of the excessive branches. I like this branch, but there are some dead foliage here. I'm just going to get rid of some very tiny branch that's not going to develop at all. So that branch, tiny branch, tiny branch. Don't have to keep those. So there is that branch here. Not sure if you can see, but it's completely dead. So I'm just going to, I basically peel it away like this, tiny one. So, not sure if you can see the trunk line here. Trying to show the trunk line. So you can see the trunk get up here and flow very nicely this way. I think I'm going to use this as the main trunk of the tree, so that in this way, basically, this trunk would be completely, this side, used to be the major trunk of this tree, would be completely unnecessary. So I'm just going to cut this completely away. To use this bonsai cutter here first to cut away the branch. Just going to okay, this is basically half of the foliage of the tree. there is a big wound here. I'm just going to go in and cut away more wood here so that when it heals, it's going to heal seamlessly, like the wound never existed. So this, I think it's called concave cutter. Basically it cut into the wood a little bit so that your cutting plane is concave, get into the wood, so when it heals, it completely heals over it. Not very sharp. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to seal this wound with this kind of wound dresser for trees. It's kind of black. Hopefully, this would help the tree to heal completely. So now let's get to the next branch. So you can see these three branches here. So let's see, how do I point to it? So 3 branches coming out from this point. 1, 2, and 3. So this is so in bonsai you almost never want 3 branches to come out of one point, because it thicken this note. It thicken this note, which you may be already able to see it. This note, because too much nutrition generated from 3 branches. This note is thicker. This note is thicker than this branch, which creates something called the inverse taper. So you must remove one of them. Just trying to see. So because this branch, this middle branch, creates very interesting, interesting twist and movements. So I'm thinking to remove this side branch, and also this tab that come with the tree, kind of tie these 2 branches together. Let me remove this tab first. Okay, let's see, or let's see, 3 branches coming out. Can I wire it this way? There's some tiny branches come out here, which we don't really need. These are tiny branches that tiny branches we don't really need. Okay, let's see. Three branches. I think I'm going to remove this side branch and just leave 2 main branches in. Use this cut to cut this branch. And use the concave cutter. Just going to use the concave cutter to cut this flush. So this is wool, by the way. So this is Naya. Cut this flush. Just going to cut this flush so that it's going to completely heal over. Hopefully, just no. Some wound dressing on it. Okay, hopefully this will get rid of the invert taper. Now I think we can decide which would be the front. Let's see. So this tree is coming towards you on this side. Let's see. Coming away from you on this side and coming kind of too much towards you. I feel on this side it's too much towards you. The roots are relatively even. Just probably going to cut away these. very high roots. Okay. I feel like I like this as the front. This angle going in, I feel like I like this as the front. Well, it's a personal decision, so everybody may have different opinions, but I like this as the front. Okay. You can see this is almost already a informed upright or S shape here. Go this way and then it go this way. So I think it could be a good front. Yes, I'm going to use this as the front. Again, very weak branches. I'm just going to cut away, clean these a little bit. This is dead branch. Cut away weak branches. This branch is completely dead. Let's see. So this size of the tree, this is of course a very tiny tree, so we don't really need a very long shoot right now. Let's see. There are 5 major branches, which is 6. Oh, already we find another place where there are 3 branches coming out from one node here, so I'm just going to cut away one of it. So you can see these 2 branches are very close together and they are almost the same direction, and these 2 are further away, so this is kind of too much. I'm going to cut away this branch. Just going to cut it in a little bit. Okay. And do some wound dressing. Okay. Go back to our front. So this branch, let's see, this branch also come out from the same node. It's too weak, so I'm just going to cut it away. Let's see, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major branches. So these are way too small. I'm just going to get it away. Just clean out the trunk line a little bit. So this one is way too small. And I'm going to get this away. Small inlet branch, I'm going to remove. You can see the S shape coming up here. And I think so you can see a relatively nice taper. There's a thick, thinner I kind of want to create one more movement, one more twist here. So I'm just going to remove the top part of this tree. Okay, so thinnest go up right here. There is a dead spider here. I'm just going to remove it respectfully. There are way too much branches on this line, so I'm just going to remove a lot of them. Just clean the trunk line up a little bit. One day they could regrow if I feel it's too bare. To use a cutter to clean this up a little bit. Just going to cut it very clean. These are too small. I'm just going to clean all of them. Tiny branches. Okay, I want this to be the new, I want this one to be the new apex. So just going to clean. So all these tiny branches, they are coming from the same node, so I'm going to clean all of them. So this is coming this way. Want to keep this, so I'm going to clean this middle one. I'm going to keep this, so I'm going to clean this up. Really clean it up. Okay, I think the tree is pretty clean, and so the next step, I think it would be to make each branch the appropriate length for this tree. So you can see some of them are way too long. This first branch, I'm going to make it probably the defining branch of this tree, and I'm going to clean it up. So where do I want the tree, the outline of the tree to be? So just going to cut it into a roughly a triangle shape. So I want a triangle shape. If I want a triangle shape, okay. So this branch is still too close to this node, so I'm just going to get rid of it. A triangular shape. Just going to cut this here. Here. Come down here, cut it here, and Okay, and we're just going to go through each branch. This branch, get rid of this branch. Okay, I'm cutting all these branches that's going upward and downward. So this branch need to go. Okay. So now I'm going to look at this. So this branch is pretty nice now. I'm going to move on to this branch. So first, all the upward branch need to go. Downward branch need to go. So here, 3 branches come out from one node. I'm just going to get rid of one of it. Okay, that's that. Okay, this we can save. Okay, this branch is clean. Just going to clean this next branch. So the downward branch need to go. And the upward branch need to go. That branch. These are too close to the trunk. Clean it out. Let's see. So coming out from this long branch, a lot of little branches that comes from the same node. So I'm just going to clean out some of them. This 3 branch come from one node. I'm just going to clean this one, this, and then here, and then this 3 branches going to clean this one, and I'm going to clean this one. This one, this two I think still too close. I think I'm just going to clean this one. Here you go from here, here to here, here, and next should here, 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 here. 3 branch from one node. I'm just going to clean this out. Okay, and then I'm going to leave this. Okay, so I think this branch is cleaned. So this I would like to be the new apex. This one is going to be the new apex. This would be side branch. So the next big branch, these are pretty small, so I'm not going to clean these yet. But what I can do, these are fine. This major branch, which is fine. This branch we can keep, and this would be the new apex of the tree. Okay, I think we can get to wiring. Okay, this is running pretty long, so I think I'm just going to stop this video here, and I'm just going to wire the tree, and we're going to come back for the final design.